Rensselaer is a great place to be a part of. Between Market Studios and Art League and Prairie Arts Council and the murals and the schools and just everything that everybody does, it's just a really neat thing to be a part of. That's a really cool thing to say about the place that you live.
When I came, it was like mid-'80s, so I was familiar with Jasper County Art League. They were trying to do more to expand the arts, and then the Prairie Arts Council came along, which is an umbrella for the arts, and then that also invited like writers, artists, musical, so that also expanded for other people to be included.
Art League was a group of people that liked to get together to create art and learn about art and be a part of the art scene. But I think the Prairie Arts Council really having a gallery in town started putting us on the map for the most part, because we had a place to show artwork. We had openings, so we had that beginning art scene going on, and that council also brought in lots of things like music, theater, writing, all different aspects of art, and made it all important. Artists come to the Prairie Arts Council because we're starting to have shows that more people come in and bring their artwork here. Of course, our murals are bringing more people into the area, and I think that people just like our little town.
When St. Joe was open, I feel like that was Rensselaer's identity, was, well, we have St. Joe. And then when that school closed down, there was a lot of regeneration that took place, and at that point I think Rensselaer had to go, well, who are we? And a few people really took the helm and kind of dug in and decided that we're going to invest because we like where we're at. We like this town. We like the size of this town. We like this lifestyle. And the identity that emerged, I think, is a creative community that supports the arts and as a quality of life thing. I really like living kind of in a rural spot, but within 45 minutes, I'm in a larger city, and within an hour and a half, I'm in Indianapolis or Chicago. So I really like that location a lot to be able to reach with my artwork. I don't know that Rensselaer really attaches itself to being part of the Chicago scene or the Indianapolis scene. I think that Rensselaer kind of, for that reason, because it doesn't associate north, south, whatever, it kind of stands alone. So it kind of had its own vibe. And we were able to build something here with the murals. It really has an attitude of loving and supporting the creativity.
I wouldn't say any of the murals take away from what's going on in the town. You can tell it's a community that cares about each other. You can tell it's a community that wants to grow. They complement that very well. You know, there are absolutely incredible murals here. It seems like it fits in here, which is a wonderful thing, and it's a rare thing. And I think that the fact that you show up here and it just makes sense that all this art is on the walls of this town, I think that speaks volumes.
That's another thing that makes our community a community, is the fact that these murals were brought to our town with lots of different avenues. Like the Prairie Arts Council donated money, we wrote grants, and also at the very beginning, I mean, it was just people putting money in a jar. You know what I mean? So here I am, the art teacher going, oh yeah, I want a mural. So of course I'm putting money in a jar at the station or handing it over to somebody, and they're making this fun to start this whole thing. So it started off really like, oh, we're just gonna put a couple things up, you know? And now it's just grown into this thing that lots of people in the community are a part of. And I think it's also grown because now we were bringing artists from other areas, famous artists. Now we have artists from our community actually painting murals. So it's really great having that, and having my students like Addie Kane and Trenton Mush paint murals. I mean, that's, as an art teacher, that's really, really rewarding to see them take what I've done in the classroom and it's still important to them. And they're also community-based because they want to bring that love of art into their community. So it's rewarding as a teacher to see that happen. But I think it's just nice after I was in the elementary and middle school today, seeing my other art teachers. It's really great to see what they're doing and see that enthusiasm, and then to know when they get to the high school, they've had this really great, crazy elementary art teacher who's doing all these fun things. And then they've gone to the middle school and learned even more on top of that from another great art teacher. And then they come here and they have the building blocks that make it easy for me to be a teacher.
I think it's vital that the children start having art in their curriculum as young as possible. Creativity is something that the children kind of lose as they get older. They start to get more self-conscious, and the raw emotion of kids just creating from their imagination is something that we have to start with young so that we can build it up for when they get older. It's not like math where 1 + 1 = 2. There's more than one right way. The kids ask me all the time, can I do this? Can I do that? Yes, you can, because you're the artists. And it's wonderful to teach in a community where you feel like you're actually being supported and that they do support the arts and want our children to have art as part of their curriculum.
We just have this great system from preschool on up until graduation. And as a graduation sponsor, it's great to see that end result of 13 years of education and know that they've got a little piece of all this stuff to take out and figure out what they're going to do with their life when they get out of here. But I also love the fact that some of my kids that are becoming lawyers and doctors are still doing their artwork for mental health and relaxation and just flat out because they enjoy it. So just because somebody doesn't go into an art-related career doesn't mean that they're giving up on what they enjoyed in their high school career. Your art, it comes from your heart. It's your feelings. And you know, when people bring that to our community, they're leaving a part of them here. And they're leaving a part of themselves here for us to enjoy and love and appreciate.
Even though we are a small rural community, the quality of work is outstanding.
I feel like the artists are really unifying and coming together and working together. So that's a really nice atmosphere to be in and feeds creativity as well.
I think it's hard to come through our community and not see, you know, that passion that we have for our community. I mean, a lot of people say, love where you live. And I mean, that's really a quote for here because lots of people are very Rensselaer, you know? And I think that the small community, you embrace all those intricate little changes and you don't expect to see it. You know, you drive through town, you're like, oh, there's a mural. Like, we're in Rensselaer. And it's kind of cool that we used to have to go other places to see this. I think that's a great part about Rensselaer is people feel comfortable coming here. You know, it's a safe, kind place. People love each other and there's lots of opportunities here to be comfortable and share that kind of home environment of our town.